Thank you. Thank you. Yes, queen! I'm so excited. Do you know what? I'm gonna have to unfasten my belt and I've not even started eating yet. Hi friends, so as you can tell from the title of this video, I am filming a KFC mukbang. Basically just picked a bunch of things off the KFC website that I don't usually order alongside my regular order, so we're gonna try it together. And I've asked for your guys' assumptions, so if you don't already follow me on Instagram, go over there, because next time I do a video like this or next time I do a Q&A, you can ask me some questions. I've relocated you because I can't quite work out where the lighting looks nice. So I got the sweet chili zinger wrap. Never tried this before. There is a lot of mayo in that. Is it mayo? I got a full mouth of like beetroot and mayo. This health life isn't for me. Saying that as I'm eating a KFC mukbang. First assumption, you are stingy with money. Yes and no. So, for example, just spent £16 on KFC for myself and it pained me. And I'm always that friend that says I don't have any money and I would rather choose the cheap option than choose the expensive. But then again, I also spontaneously like order iPads. Like I randomly bought an iPad in the middle of 3rd year of uni when probably shouldn't have been buying iPads. My spontaneous decisions I do think about quite a lot beforehand. I just do it very quickly. Once I've decided, I've decided. I'm enjoying this wrap now. Someone has assumed you are a great human. I feel like that's subjective, but I try to be. I am definitely a little bit of a sometimes. Actually, probably a lot. I like to compare myself to a cat. So do you know how cats sometimes really want love and affection and for you to stroke them, and then another time they'll just scratch your face off and they want to be antisocial and they don't want anything to do with you? I think that's what I'm like. So they are my spirit animal. But I do try and be a good human, especially to my friends. I have a select few friends. I'm not the kind of person that has a lot of friends, because I'm really bad at keeping in touch with people, and I don't know, my brain just can't facilitate that many people in my life because I can't keep up. So I try and be a good human. I suppose that depends who you ask, doesn't it really? Just growing on with this wrap. I'm going to put that to one side for now and move on to something else before I fill myself up on the one thing. Okay, the rice box. I didn't think ahead. Have I got a fork? Please be a fork in this box. Oh no. Oh wow, it looks good though. Look at that. Oh, it smells amazing. That doesn't smell like KFC at all. Is there a fork in this bag? Oh, I've been done. I have been well and truly done. I don't have a chuffing fork. This looks good, minus the fact that I have to eat it with a piece of cardboard. I haven't got a napkin or anything. Like, you usually get those little like hand wipes and stuff, don't you? They full on forgot. My cardboard fork's not working out right. So this is the original rice box. I'm sure a lot of you guys have probably tried this already, but I haven't. Next assumption, you regret making your last relationship so public. So I think I was just a bit too keen to share it because I was so excited. Whereas I think I've learned from that to keep my private life more private. I think in the future I would like to share my current relationship online, but I'm not going to put a timeline on it because I'm just going to do it as and when I feel comfortable. Do you know what I could really do with right now? A hand wipe. Thanks KFC. This is actually so good, but I'm so upset I can't eat it like a functioning human. Some of these assumptions are so nice. You are as kind in person as you are on camera. I like to hope so. Like I said, can definitely be a bit of a bitch, but I've just always been like that. Like, I don't take any nonsense. If you've annoyed me or if you've hurt me in any way, I'll probably always remember that. I don't think I'd ever fully forgive or forget because I know that you've hurt me and you did that for a reason. Yeah, I try and be nice and kind, especially to like strangers. Like, I'm always very pleasant to like when I'm getting served in a restaurant or whatever, because anyone who works as a waiter or a waitress, like, that job is intense. I did it for 3 months and I take my hat off to anyone who does that job. So in terms of like general day-to-day seeing people, yeah, I like to think I'm very kind, because when people are rude to like customer service staff, like, why? Like, you're just doing your job, there's no need to be rude. So yeah, that really annoys me. I have really low tolerance for rude people. Like when I used to work as a photographer, I just wouldn't take any nonsense from them. When people say the customer is always right, no, they are not. There is such thing as like respect and respecting each other, and when someone doesn't have that for me, I didn't have it for them. I am so gross. Finger licking good. This is kind of linked in with the last question, but it says you are nice to everyone until someone is mean to you. Literally that. Like as soon as you cross me or like do something that I don't find comfortable, I'll probably like try and address it and say, look, this didn't sit right with me. Like if it's someone, just getting out my boneless banquet, like if it's someone I've just met in passing and they've been rude, I will be annoyed. But if it's someone who I've had like a bit of an invested relationship with and they like do something that doesn't sit well with me more than once, then I'm not going to take that. Like I don't have the time or energy in my life to deal with people who give off negative vibes, and I think everyone should do things like this. Like I just don't think you should have someone in your life that makes you feel bad, and that's why I am not nice to people who aren't nice to me. Not that I'm not nice, I just don't give them the time of day. Like I don't waste my energy on them, because why should I? Post-grad life sucks. It definitely sucks at first. Oh, garlic mayo. Yes, boy. So I got a boneless banquet with gravy and garlic mayo. This is my go-to order. This is what I generally order at KFC. Since when's KFC done skin on fries? Tell you what, if this gravy isn't good, I'm not going to be a happy bunny. Here we go. KFC is not how I used to remember it. I think I got distracted with the last question. Post-grad life sucks. When I first left uni, I was so lost and so dazed and confused. I was like, oh my god, what do I do? Because I'd had 3 years of like structure in my life, and then all of a sudden I didn't. It was a little bit different for me because obviously I didn't go to uni straight away, so I'd already had practice within the real world. So it wasn't too much of a shock, but for those people who go straight from school to uni, I can imagine how intense that must be, because you've gone from having structure and having someone to tell you what to do, and like you're always going back to school in September, to nothing. It is scary, and yeah, it does suck sometimes. Like you feel lonely because you're not living with your pals anymore, you're not getting your student loan, so you're not literally getting handed money every however many months. So yeah, it's a big shock to the system, but I wouldn't say it sucks. I think it depends on your attitude to it, because I like made the best of it, and I quite enjoy the freedom not being at uni gives me. But then again, some of my friends probably don't think the same, and a lot of people are still finding their feet. I think there's a lot of pressure to come out of uni and know exactly what you're going to be doing, and I think on the front of it I probably look like that because I kind of still had my YouTube channel, and I've always been a freelancer, so for me it was natural to go into that. But on the inside I was like, oh my god, I don't have any set like goals, and there's so many people who've got placements and internships or going to study abroad or whatever, and I was just like, I'm just gonna go and do YouTube. So yeah, it's very scary, but you're not alone. You get quite lonely and wish you could see more friends. I definitely get lonely, but I'm also very antisocial, so sometimes I'm in the mood to see people. Told you I'm like a cat, and I'll arrange for us to go out and do something, and then I'm like, yes, my extroverted self has arranged something, yay. But then on the morning of us going out, I'm like, why did I do this? All I want to do is stay in bed. I'm an ambivert, so an introverted extrovert. If you want to Google it, go for it. But sometimes I'm like outgoing and I'll be the center of the conversation and I'll talk and I'll be sociable. Sometimes I just want to sit in a corner and not talk to anyone, / sit in my bed and not talk to anyone. So do I get lonely? Definitely, especially in the job that I do, because generally throughout the week the only people I see are my mum and dad, which is quite sad. Actually, that's pretty sad. So I think I need to work on seeing people and making friends who have a similar job to me, who have the flexibility of being able to like see me in the week, because my close friends have actual 9-to-5 jobs, so it's kind of hard to get together. Fave part of this, popcorn chicken. You are really insecure. I have my days, so I feel like everyone's insecure to some level, but I am definitely insecure. I wouldn't say I'm very insecure, I'm a lot better than I used to be. Like when I was at school, I used to hate literally every single aspect of me, and I couldn't love any part, and I think that's just part of growing up and being a teenager, because so much was changing in my body and I was around my peers at school all the time and I was comparing myself to them, whereas now there's obviously still comparison because online and social media is so bad for that. Like, I can easily scroll down Instagram and compare myself to all the beautiful models on there. I don't take it on board personally as much because I think it's come with like growing up and learning that you got to love yourself for who you are. And I follow people like Jessie King on Instagram, definitely recommend following her. She's like a fitness blogger, lifestyle blogger, vlogger, whatever, and she celebrates her body for what it is, and it's it's really empowering and it's very, very refreshing to see. You are scared to share your new relationship on YouTube because of how the last one ended. I'm not scared of it because of how the last one ended. I'm more aware of having a personal life, I'd say. I don't think I'm necessarily scared to share my relationship. I just want to keep it more close to me until I feel ready. I don't feel like I need another excuse than that. I very nearly ordered a burger, you know, because I've never actually tried a KFC burger, so I didn't know which one to pick. So if I do another KFC mukbang, let me know, what burger should I get? What is your burger of choice? I assume you met your boyfriend on Tinder. I did indeed. I don't try and hide that fact. I've said it quite a lot. We met on Tinder. These are literally so salty. You feel awkward around other YouTubers. I do indeed. I feel awkward around other humans, especially other YouTubers. I think even though I'm a YouTuber myself, I put those people on sort of a pedestal, like I look up to them because I admire their work. So I put them on a pedestal, and then I feel incredibly like self-conscious and aware that I don't want to make a fool of myself in front of them. Especially at the recent Canon event, I tried to remember that they're all just people and we're all in the same situation, and they get it. They don't mind when people come up to them, because I know I don't mind. So yeah, you wouldn't be in this industry if you did mind. So for example, I properly met Jade and Jack, Unjaded Jade and Jack Edwards, at the Canon event. We'd kind of briefly met in passing but not properly met, and I put myself out there and I said hi, and I actually vlogged with them, which was a big deal for me because it scares me vlogging in front of other vloggers. I don't know why. It should feel more natural if anything, but I made sure I vlogged, and probably made a bit of a fool of myself. I chopped out the end of that vlog clip because I started talking nonsense, but I'm very, very glad I did that because it showed to me that they said in that video they like my stuff just as much as I like theirs. Like, they were saying how much they like my designs and stuff, so it was really, really nice and like humbling. I hadn't even acknowledged the fact that they might also like me too. I don't know, I think I kind of downplayed myself. I actually said to Jade I was shocked that she knew who I was. You plan on living with your parents for a long time, and it has about 7 O's in it. Not a long time. I'll definitely get annoyed by it soon. I'm sure. For the foreseeable future, yes, I'm gonna live with my parents because I like it. I don't hate it at the minute. It's lovely being with them, and I learned from being away at uni that I don't want to be too far away from my parents when I move out. So yeah, I'm gonna live with them for a little while, maybe like a year or 2 years, and then buy my own place. I'll be buying my own place in or around Doncaster, so I'll still be near. But I have a really, really close relationship with my parents. Although I do love living with them, I know I do want my own space, so I will be moving out, but I'm not gonna rush it. I'm gonna wait until I have the money, and I'm gonna wait until I find a place that I think is perfect. This makes me pull a face every time. You can't decide how you want your hair. I want my hair to not be grey, as in my natural hair has a lot of grey hairs in it. So like, you can't see it because I've hidden it, tactically hidden my roots, but my roots right now are like that long and they are majority grey, especially like in this area on the top. I got grey hairs when I was like 13 at school, and it's been like one of my biggest insecurities for so many years. The attempt of getting my hair grey was to eventually grow out my natural greys, and I tried it and I just didn't like it. So it's not that I don't know what I want to do with my hair, it's that I wish I didn't have grey hair. At this point I can't change it, so yeah, for now I'm just gonna keep the bottoms grey and keep dyeing the roots. But I don't know, why have I got grey hair at the age of like nearly 24? That's so annoying. I fully think that like 50% of my hair is grey naturally, because there's just so many greys when you look at my roots. You are not totally body confident. That is correct, I am not. I don't love my thighs. I've never really loved my thighs. I've got stretch marks on my thighs, and like when one lot of stretch marks fades, I seem to get another. I like my bum. That's one thing I do like, because it's nice and big and it gives me a bit of shape. Don't like that I've got small boobs, would like to have more boobage. I don't know, I feel like everyone has insecurities about their body, and I'm very, very, very aware that I'm going on a cruise, and it's the first beach holiday I've been on in like 3-4 years, so I've never actually had my body out in front of anyone other than myself and my significant other. So that daunts me and scares me, and it's kind of giving me a kick up the bum to get my fitness better, because hopefully I can feel more confident in my own skin if I work to feel better on the outside and the inside. That's the plan. No one's fully body confident. You just gotta flaunt what you love and enjoy what you have. Fake it till you make it, you know? I'm gonna eat more of the wrap actually. You wish YouTube could be your full-time job. It is. I make the majority of my income via my YouTube. I am definitely still a graphic designer as well, and I make my videos via make my money via that too, but the majority is full-time YouTuber. I've just dropped something on my new jacket. This one made me intrigued to see. It says you have a life plan that you try and stick to as much as possible. Example, married or kids by a certain age. I find that quite interesting. A lot of my friends say that I've got my life together, and I just don't. Like, I am just winging it every single morning. I can't get out of bed. Like, I don't really know what the day is, like what the plan is. I have like weeks where I feel like so unmotivated and I don't do nearly enough work. Then I have days when I just smash it out and do loads, but I don't have a plan. I've never ever had a plan. I can't stick to them, and I change my mind too often. Like, right from leaving school, I knew I didn't want to go to uni, but I didn't know what else I wanted to do, and I've kind of been stuck in that situation ever since. In terms of like marriage and kids and stuff, probably when I was little I probably had like an age limit on it, maybe like an idea of when I would like to have had kids. But to be honest, now I don't really mind. As long as I'm happy, I'll get married in the next 3, 4, 5, 6 years. I am quite happy doing what I'm doing now. And kids, I'll probably have kids when I'm like over 30 or something, because I feel like your 20s, for me anyway, is the years that you can be selfish and you can travel and you can do things just for you. And I want to do that. So I've definitely changed my opinion as I got older, but I definitely want to put myself first before I spend like 20 plus years of my life looking after another human, because I don't even know what I'm doing with my own life yet. So how can I teach another human what to do with theirs? You're very organised in terms of money and saving. I like to think so. I like to put a big chunk of my money into savings before I spend it. I have a lifetime ISA which was like the biggest adulting decision I've ever made, and that is where I am putting the money that I will eventually put towards a house. Yeah, if you're looking into like house buying and stuff, definitely look into a lifetime ISA versus a help to buy ISA. Your parents pay for everything. I get this question so much, like assumption so much, and I always have. No, my parents currently pay for the roof over my head, I guess, and my food, as in like weekly food shops. My parents haven't paid for this. My parents didn't pay for my car. My parents don't pay my phone bill. My parents don't pay anything other than the roof over my head and the weekly food shop. So yeah, I don't know where that comes from. Although I've been brought up like, not well off, but like I've been brought up well, and I have been lucky enough to get the things that I needed at the time. I've also been brought up to understand the value of money, and I've not just been given something because I wanted it. I've had to like either earn it or, I don't know, work for it or save up my pocket money. You know, I've been taught the value of money. You're moving out soon. I wish. You're scared to share any of your boyfriend with us because of fear of judgment. I'm not necessarily scared. I've talked about this a lot in this video, haven't I? I just don't want other people involved in my personal life, basically. I don't really care what anyone else thinks of me or my boyfriend, because I don't take it personally anymore. I just want my life, you know? I'll share the bits that I'm happy with sharing, and right now I'm just happy with sharing my life, not anyone else's. Got chuffing beetroot all over my hands. Oh my god, I've made such a mess. Crumbs everywhere. We're alright. Oh, I'm well and truly stuffed. Last assumption. Or 2, you broke up with your ex because you both wanted different things. That definitely played a part in it. I broke up with my ex because we both grew apart, I think. Like, we were what we thought to be in love. We loved each other. And then all of a sudden, we didn't. It was very weird. And I was quite scared by the fact that you can be completely sucked up in it and love someone to then just not. And I still find that so scary, how things can change like that. There wasn't like a full-on argument or anything that happened. It was just gradual things, like growing apart, and then things were getting on our nerves, and yeah, we just weren't compatible like we thought we were. I don't know, very scary. I think it's quite scary that you can think you're with the person you're going to be for the foreseeable future, and then all of a sudden you realise you're not. That's weird. Oh my god, I absolutely love KFC crushers. I got the Oreo one, and you'll know that I'm an Oreo fiend. I absolutely love Oreos. This has definitely got milk in it though, hasn't it? I'm gonna regret this later. Oh well, worth it. Final assumption was, oh my god, I've got like brain freeze but in my chest. The final assumption was you miss being a university student. Part of me does. I miss being free to do what I wanted when I want. I miss the kind of convenience of living in Lincoln because everything was so close, and I could go to the gym and I got my gym discount, and like every day I had a bit of a routine but not too much of a routine. But then again, I also very much now enjoy the freedom. I enjoy that I am now back home with my parents. My parents are so important to me. They're my best friends. I want to be home with my parents. So I love being at home in Doncaster, not necessarily in my parents' house, because there are parts of me that miss my student house for the fact that I could do what I wanted. I could clean it when I wanted. I could, you know, go in the shower at 1 o'clock in the morning if I wanted. But I do miss the structure and routine uni had. It meant that I had something to work towards. I had like set goals and set deadlines, but also those deadlines killed me. So yeah, there's like different sides of it, but overall I don't miss being a student. I very much enjoyed the experience towards the end. It got better as it got further along. I don't think I'd go back. I probably would like to consider doing like another course in something, but not live on campus or near campus. I'd probably do it from home. Right, that's it. I have fully eaten and talked myself into oblivion. Hopefully you found this video interesting. I've only ever filmed a video like this once before, and it was with my friend Hannah. I'll leave that linked on screen and in the description. We ate McDonald's and talked nonsense, but I'd never done one of these by myself, so hopefully you enjoyed it. If you got to the end, let me know what your go-to takeaway food of choice is. So like fast food, what would you choose? I did used to think it was KFC, but I think I might be switching to be a Mackey's girl. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you very, very soon for another one. Bye!